got Jamie with me today. Now, Jamie is the Sales and Marketing Manager of Gyms, Test and Tag. Fascinating title, isn't it? We're going to find out more about that today and how you might like to become a franchisee. I want you to tell me what Gyms, Test and Tag is. It's an amazing name, and I'm desperate to know what it's all about, Jamie.
Well, as Gyms, Test and Tag as a business, we go into other businesses and ensure their electrical items are safe.
Right.
To make sure they conform to their OSH needs and also the Australian and New Zealand standards that's required.
Okay, oh, that's fascinating. So what's involved when you go into a firm to test and tag? What's involved there?
Well, depending on the business, it changes, but on most occasions what we're doing is firstly a visual check on their electrical items. That could be anything from a computer right through to heavy machinery. Yeah. We visually check it and make sure everything's okay, and then there's some certain tests that need to be taken through as part of the Australian New Zealand standard. Okay. And basically what we're trying to do is ensure that it's working safely and it's not going to cause any accidents in the workplace.
Well, that is so important, isn't it? And with OSH and everything, you've just got to have that right.
Absolutely.
So this is how you do it, eh? Testing and tagging. Now, I also understand that you're part of the Gyms group. Tell us a little bit about the Gyms group.
Probably most people know it as Gyms mowing and cleaning and those sorts of things that have certainly been in New Zealand for quite some time. Started by Jim Penman back in 1982 and has flowed on. Test and Tag is just another franchise that Jim started, and that was about 3 years ago. Okay,
3 years ago. Fantastic. Now, let's talk about how Jim's group of franchises are structured, because I would imagine they kind of run on a similar line if they've got Jim's name at the top, are they, or what?
Certainly, the Jim system is really a franchising system. Right. So it's been repeated time and time again for different divisions. So we have what we know as national, which is Jim himself, and he oversees that. And then we have a divisional franchisor, and their responsibility is to make sure that the division itself is run properly and is promoted. Right. And then we have regional franchisors. Okay. Their role is to help the franchisee on day-to-day, building their business and moving forward, and really being there when the franchisee needs the most amount of help.
So that's the good support.
Absolutely.
For the franchisee, is to have that person there.
We understand that when people are coming into the business, there's a lot of things to learn very quickly, so it's important they've got someone there who can support them and help them when they most need it.
And of course, gyms have got a great reputation, because I know that very well, having interviewed Jim Penman years ago, and knowing you're very much customer satisfaction focused too, aren't you, as a group. So you're there to make sure that the franchisee gets all the support they can to deliver that focus from Jim.
Absolutely. Jim's ethos is his franchisees are his customers. Yeah. So unless his customers are not happy, he'll go out and make sure they are.
Exactly. That's good. So look, what do you see as the advantages of being part of the Gyms group?
When I first got into it myself, it was all about that support mechanism. I think that was really the key to it. Starting a business, there's lots of things to consider. It's been proven a system time and time again, and it's just knowing you can speak to other people and getting the help and support when you need it. That's got to be the key.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? And I guess for you, like you started out with a franchise yourself, it's the getting going, isn't it, and knowing what to do and having all the systems in place to support you so that you can do the best possible job, give the best possible support to your clients, and just having someone to help you along with those day-to-day things that will make it more successful, won't it, than trying to do it all on your own.
Correctly. It may not be every day, and it may be only just once a week, it may be once a month, but occasionally you need some support and some help there. And that's where the gym system definitely does that for us.
Yeah, well, I know they've got all the ticks put in the right boxes to make sure it works for people. And you yourself, being a franchisee, you've obviously enjoyed the experience, have you, Jamie?
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. My biggest disappointment, I didn't do it years ago.
Exactly, and isn't that always the way? Hey, look, for people watching today who say, hey, want to find out more about the Gyms group and possibly a Test and Tag franchise, how do we go about it?
Well, there's two ways you can go about contacting. First is our toll-free number, which is 0800 Jim, which is 546 546.
0800 546 546.
Correct. Or visit our webpage, which is gymtestandtag.co.nz, and that'll answer any of the questions you need.
Fantastic. All the details for you. Go to the website and check out the 0800 number